Hey babe, have you seen my little adapter? The one that I got last week, the one that came in the mail. The little black one. Hey, I found it. Okay, so it is my birthday this week, and I'm planning a huge trip. Today is the day where I get ready, pack, and figure out exactly what I want to take with me. But before that, I need some supplies. So we're gonna go to two of my favorite places, Best Buy and BNC Camera, just to pick up a couple of extra things just to make the trip just perfect. Breakfast. All right, so now that I've eaten breakfast, I'm at my first stop, which is BNC Camera, which is one of my favorite places here in Las Vegas. If you're ever in Vegas, you're on the Strip, you're at a hotel, and maybe you forgot a battery, maybe you run out of something, maybe you need an extra, I don't know, whatever related to your camera. Maybe you just want to splurge and buy a new lens, and you're in Vegas and you're on vacation. BNC Camera, it's on Sahara. It's probably 5 minutes from the Strip. It's a really great place. So I have gotten almost all of my gear from here. I try to support local stores whenever I can, and they are one of the best. They're actually one of the only camera stores here in Las Vegas, but they've got a lot of really great stuff. So today, I was not getting anything super exciting, but I did want to show you just really quick. So recently I've been trying to use filters more on my camera, especially when I'm vlogging in bright sunlight, just to cut down on some of the blowouts. And that's been really nice. But the problem is that I normally shoot with the current lens that I have on here now, which is my Tamron 24-70 f2.8 VC. And it's a great lens. I really like it. It's a little loud when it focuses, but otherwise it's good. It has an 82mm filter mount. So because this is the lens that I use mostly for video, when I picked up a neutral density filter and a CPL filter last, I went with the 82mm mount. But since I'm trying to invest in high quality filters, I didn't want to buy different filters for each of my lenses. My two Canon lenses, the 17-40 and the 70-200 2.8 IS, are both 77mm filter mounts. And that's basically just the size of the end of the lens, right? That's this right here. And whether or not you can rotate or screw on a filter. And a filter just lets you do all kinds of really cool stuff. So I didn't want to have to get multiple filters. That can get really expensive. So what I wanted to get was a step-up ring or a step-down ring in order to put this larger filter on a slightly smaller lens mount in the Canon. So again, the Canon has a 77mm, and that's not the focal range, right? It's literally the measurement of the end of the lens. So it's 77mm on the Canon, it's 82mm on the Tamron. So that means that I needed a filter adapter that would let me screw into my 77mm lenses and then screw on an 82mm filter. So I bought one off of Amazon, or at least I thought I did, except it goes the other way. I opened it up and I went, this seems awful small. So this is actually to take a 77mm filter and put it on an 82mm lens. And I don't have any 77mm filters that I want to put on this 82mm lens right now. So what I've done here at Casey's Camera, because I wasn't going to have time to order another one, I went in and I picked up the right one. And so this is an adapter to go from 77 to 82. So this should allow me to put my neutral density filter and my circular polarizing filter from the 82mm filter mount onto both of my Canon lenses, which will be very nice on the trip. So that's stop one, and stop two is Best Buy. All right, so we're done at Best Buy, and now it's time to get some groceries. Okay, so now that I've got kind of the basics handled, let's talk a little bit about where I'm going. Okay, so it's really dark in here. You turn the office lights on.
Okay, the lights are on.
So here's the plan. I've been waiting for quite some time to do a trip like this, but it's my birthday and I figure this is the present that I want for myself, which is to go take an awesome photo expedition style tour around southern Utah. I live in Las Vegas. It's not far at all, and really just a couple of hours, less than a day's drive up the road from me are some of the world's coolest and best natural wonders, really. So here's the plan. Starting tomorrow morning, I will be leaving very, very early, and I will be driving straight to Moab, Utah. And Moab, Utah is the home to two very specific things. One is Arches National Park, and the other is Canyonlands National Park. Now, Arches National Park has some of the most amazing natural arches in the world. And then Canyonlands not only has one of the greatest vistas, but also another awesome arch at Mesa Arch. So just a ton right in that area. So that is the first stop. Then I'm going to leave Moab and head south down through Monument Valley. From Monument Valley, I'm going to head to Page, Arizona. And in Page, I have scheduled a photo tour of Antelope Canyon, which I have always wanted to go to. And also, I'm going to try and catch the sunset at Horseshoe Bend, right there in Page, Arizona. If that wasn't enough, my next stop is going to be Bryce Canyon. So from Page, I'm going to be heading to Bryce Canyon. And then from there, heading home. Depending on how much time I'll have, I might try and stop in Zion on the way, but I think I might leave Zion for another trip because it really is not that far for me. So that is the plan right now. That's the idea. I've got most of it mapped out. I'm going to be camping most of the time, so in addition to some of the stuff that you saw me grab, I've also got to get all my camping gear together, which it's been a while since I pulled out any of that stuff, so that'll be super fun. As far as releasing videos is concerned, I'm going to release this video today, if I can. Today is Wednesday the 7th, and my plan is to hopefully release the videos of each individual day once I get back, which won't be till next week. So you probably won't see any videos from me over the weekend, but once I'm back, I'll start editing the videos, and I'll probably do each of those locations as its own video and vlog. I'm going to try and emphasize a specific technique in each location. For example, at Arches National Park, one of the things that I want to do is some starfield time-lapse photography. So I'm excited to be there a little later in the evening. I'm going to try and catch the sunrise over at the Mesa Arch, and I'm also going to try and catch the sunset at Horseshoe Bend. So with all of that kind of planned, I'm going to try, like I said, incorporate a specific photographic technique along the way. My intent here is not to generate vlogs for each day, although I might. I'll definitely be bringing the Mavic Pro with me and flying it everywhere I can, although I know that I won't be able to fly it in the national parks. There are a lot of areas near there where I can fly it, so there will definitely be drone footage. I'll be talking about some of the great things that I learn along the way, but that's really what this is about for me, is taking some of the things that I've learned about both photography and videography and putting it together in a really awesome trip and expedition that is just about photo and video. This is the only purpose for my trip, is to get great photos and great video, either with the camera or the drone. So my plan is to learn, honestly, as much as possible through this process. So I'm super excited, and so that's my plan. If you want to follow along with me, like I said, I won't be posting vlogs, but I will be posting to my Instagram account. So go ahead and check me out on Instagram. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description, and I will be posting photos probably daily from there. And then some of those photos will actually be incorporated into what ends up being the videos that I release over the next couple of weeks from this trip. Like I said, I am very excited. I've got, I think, everything I need planned out and mapped out, but I'm not going with too much of a arbitrary kind of locked in plan. I'm just going to see what happens. I know where I'm going, and I know generally when I'm going to get there. I'm going to do my best to allow those locations to inspire me, depending on what I see and what I'm able to photograph. So that's the plan. So if you're looking for stuff like that, if you're excited for those types of areas, if you live in this area, or if you're planning on taking a trip and you want to kind of see what to expect when you get here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and like this video. That really, really helps me a lot. And if you could leave a comment on maybe any experiences that you've had in those areas. Have you ever traveled the Southwest? Have you ever gone on a photo expedition just for the purposes of photography? All of us go on vacation, but in a lot of cases, we don't really set aside a specific time to go on a photo expedition like this. So I'm really excited. It's the first time that I've done this for just this purpose. So I'm excited to have you all along with me, all 197 of you. So go ahead and leave me a comment. Go ahead and hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel if you are not already. I'm going to continue making as much content as I can, challenging myself and learning more as time goes on. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video, which should be from Moab, Utah.